as you can see from the 8-second clip, there was a bat in my apartment last night, which is wonderful. I guess this is the point of the channel. I made the channel to tell stories, and this is a story. Every night, go to work, pretty much, come home, shower up, and I do my video, and I spend some time with the cats after that, and then I go to bed. Last night, I finished up my video, I was doing some doodles, and then decided to go see the cats. Went downstairs, and a bat flew right at my head, which was, I thought was a moth for a second, which I know is weird, but there are these like Luna moths where I live that are huge. They can be like pretty giant moths. And then I saw the segmented wings. I don't know if that's what the right word is, but, and I could see, I turned the light on and I could see it. It was a bat, and it was making bat noises. My cats were going berserk, chasing it, which is normal cat behavior. So I'm freaked out for a lot of reasons. One, bats are just dirty. They carry a lot of diseases, but also rabies, which is a completely fatal illness when you contract it. So this actually just happened to someone. A bat bit him in Canada and he died. It's like, I don't know, like once you notice that you have rabies, it's just too late, it's over. So like if a bat flew into your house and then flew out before you knew and bit you, like I'm not trying to scare you, but like, do get vaccinated. But I have an adult cat and a kitten who I introduced as my second ever video. And I love them both. They mean a lot to me. I spend a lot of time with those guys, and I love them very much. And I don't know how long the bat was in my apartment. So I have, it's a 2-story like house. It's a duplex. I live in a duplex. It's a very old house. I live in the historic district of my town. Like literally says that. There are like signs that say that. And so I don't know. There's no fireplace. The windows are all like sealed pretty much. Like I can open them, but those ones have screens in them. And then like some of them are just sealed. Like some of them don't even open. And I'm pretty sure I didn't, like I feel like I would have seen or heard or noticed that if a bat flew in with me when I opened the door coming home from work. So that, I don't know, I'm a little like uneasy. There's an attic, but like the door to the attic has been closed pretty much since I moved in here. I wouldn't say the attic is the most like secure. Like I'm sure a bat could get up there, but the door to the attic has been sealed and the bat was downstairs, and I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I think the attic is my best bet of how it even got in here. I don't know. Because I know bats can squeeze through like a tiny, like smaller than an inch gap, which is crazy. So knowing all that, I was very much afraid. I mean, like it kind of just followed the same exact pattern. It flew at me anytime I tried to walk in, and pretty much like it like dive bombed me. And then after that, it would fly back to the door, and then it would make like a loop, and it would just keep like looping from, I have like a kitchen and then like a main, it's not a living room, I don't know what it is, it's just like a square room, and then the entryway, which is where the living room is basically. So it's like kind of like a snowman shape, but square. And it just would go between the middle room and the entry room. And then it kept perching on the door and like hanging upside. It was kind of cute. Like it was kind of cute. It kept hanging upside down on the door. There's like a curtain thing on the door like this. So it would just sit there, and then it was like cleaning itself and whatever. It was kind of cute, but I know they're dirty, and I can't like go easy on it because it's cute. But it seemed to me that the bat knew the door was there, which also makes me wonder if it just squeezed through the crack in the door, because like I said, it's a really old house, so I don't know, things aren't as flush as they probably were when it was built. So maybe, I don't know, but it kept landing on the door and like going to the door. So I thought all I had to do was like get to the door and open it, and then eventually the bat would do its loop and then fly back out. But getting to the door was kind of scary. Like, I know it's just a bat, and like, I don't know, it's freaky when it's like flying and going at you, and like it's hard to like get near it. So when it finally perched up on the door again, it was hanging there. I had a shirt. I take my work shirt off, like my work uniform off when I get home, and I just put it on the couch because I don't really have a hook anywhere. And nobody, like literally, I have not been in the living room for more than 20 minutes since I moved in here, like over a year ago. So I just do that. So I took my uniform while the bat was like hanging there. Well, I first like snuck in through the side, and it wasn't flying. And it can, it's a bat. It uses its supersonic Zubat stuff. So all I had to do was just like get the shirt in the air near it, and it would fly. So I just tossed it, and the bat flew, did its little loop into the middle room, and I took that. I was literally sprinted towards the door, unlocked it, ripped it open, jumped out, and I just like held the little screen door open, and the bat did fly right out past me in like 2 seconds. So mission accomplished there. Then came like this part really bothers me. So my cats, as I mentioned, so I watched them both. When I came down, they had both like touched it at one point or another by jumping up and batting it, or it like the bat kind of skimmed across the floor at one point, and my other cat grabbed it for a second, which is more than enough time to be bit and have rabies transmitted through saliva. And I was really beating myself up because I feel like, I don't know, I only spend like 20 or 30 minutes up here, record my video, do some doodles, and then I don't know, go to my bedroom or like go downstairs or something. I don't know. I just feel like I should have been aware, because I don't know how long that bat's been here. It could have been in here. It could have been in this house for I don't know how long, but and I put my cats in danger by not knowing that. And it kind of bothers me a bit. So I was really upset. I was looking for emergency vets to go get like rabies shots. Pretty much stayed up the entire night calling and like looking for a place. I live in a pretty small town, as I've mentioned a few times, and there are only 3 total vets. So I called the shelter. They didn't answer. The shelter where I got both of my cats from. And I called all the vets. Nobody was answering. So I went to like I have like a little safe with documents and stuff. I managed to find that one cat, Hades, the adult cat, has his rabies shots. He had them just before I got him, around the winter time. So he's okay. But the kitten, they didn't give me, I'm fostering her right now. So I haven't got any of the paperwork for her, and I couldn't find her medical records or anything. I didn't have anything. And they wouldn't answer because it was nighttime. So I just went and I sat there in the parking lot for a very, very long time waiting for them to open or for someone. Finally, I found a person that was very, very early. The sun was up now at that point. And she went in and she checked and she told me that she does have her vaccine. So I breathed a sigh of relief. I now need to get a rabies shot myself because bats' teeth are so fine that, like, it could have bit me without me noticing. I don't know. It's hard to say that because, like, you know, it's really hard to imagine that you wouldn't feel the flapping wings and like all that. It was a pretty big bat. That's not true. It was a noticeable sized bat. And I don't know, but like I said, I don't know how long it's been in the house. It could have been in here for days, like hiding in some corner, which I know sounds far-fetched, but like I'm just trying to be cautious because I don't know. So now I need to get a rabies vaccine. I had them before, but you need to get multiple of them. So I guess like PSA to my loyal viewers, get vaccinated. And I had a very, very kind person in my comments about my video last night. 2 people. I was called a good boy, which did make my tail wag a lot. And I had a very, very nice conversation with a person in the comments who was explaining that they love St. Jude's Hospital and the donation process for them and how they treat kids with cancer. And it really motivated me to keep doing better and to keep improving myself and the channel to one day be able to give more to these organizations that I love so much. So thank you both very much for nice comments and things like that. I really appreciate every single one of you who watches these. Tonight was just kind of a random one, but it was pretty scary for me because I also, like, before that, I didn't know how long rabies takes to work. Like, I didn't know if I only had a few hours or like what to, you know, but apparently it can take like up to a month to show symptoms, and you have until you show symptoms to treat it. So I have some time. I'm gonna schedule an appointment very soon here. But yeah, everyone be very cautious around bats. If one gets in your house and you think you can grab it or touch it, don't. Just try to shoo it out. I think it can use the sonar to like find a way out. So just open a window or door or something to get it out. Love you all very much. Thanks a lot. Bye.